Hello teacher, good night. I hope you're doing well. So in this night I have the opportunity to show you, to explain you about one important topic that is semantic. But as you know, semantics has some subtopics, right? So in this opportunity I'm going to explain you about compositional semantics. So what is compositional semantics? It is an important topic of semantics. As we know, semantics is the study of linguistic meaning. So compositional semantics is like the building of phrase or sentence meaning from the meaning of a smaller unit by means of semantics ruling. What does mean? So it's referred to, for example, when someone knows the meaning of a sentence, he or she knows about truthfulness, under what circumstances one sentence is true. Also, we are going to find false sentence. Can be, for example, the sentence John likes pupusas. With that example, maybe if you in your family you have someone with that name, you are going to focus on the person, right? And you are going to determine if a sentence is true or false. The other example, my mom plays tennis. So in my case, I know that what is the favorite sport of my mom. I know if the sentence is true or false. So now, semantics rules. Semantics rules make the communication possible. They are rules that people have in common to develop that amazing process. To know more about it, let's see the following example. Semantic rule 1. To start, we are going to read this sentence in order to understand better the topic. Peter sings. As we know, it is a sentence because Peter is a noun phrase and sings is a verb phrase, and noun phrase in a verb phrase for a sentence. We know that Peter is a proper name. Maybe if you have a friend or someone of your family whose name is that, immediately to your mind comes that person, as we were discussing before. It refers a specific object in the world. Peter is the individual it refers to. I think it's clear, right? But on the other hand, we have the verb sings, and Peter belongs to the set of individuals that can sing, but since that also can animals do that, right? For example, the birds, his nature is sings, so but humans can do also. So it complements the need to create a sentence. I was explaining you before, Peter is a noun phrase, sings is a verb phrase, and together form a sentence. Noun phrase is the individual, and verb phrase is all of those who can do that action, and it make the sentence true or can be false. It depends to the circumstance. This rule is so general. Semantic rule 1 applies to determine the meaning of the entire sentence. So I have other examples for the semantics rule 1. For example, the dog barks. As we know, the nature of the dog is barks. So we can say that sentence is true. Other example, John barks. As we know, as human we can produce that sound of barks like a dog, but can be true also true, right? But if we said the chair barks, it's totally false, because the chair doesn't depend on the set of individuals that can do the action of barks. So I think the semantic rule 1 is clear. So we're going to move to the semantics rule 2. So in here rule, we're going to focus on one example. That is, Osmin helps Leo. If we just have Osmin helps, immediately we know that something is missing, right? That the sentence is incomplete. That it needs a name that belongs to the same category to form a complete sentence and to have sense. So here I have other example. Osmin loved Navy. Just Osmin love doesn't have sense, but Navy belongs to that set of individuals. In these rules, we need a complement. In this sentence, the verb is going to determine the complement. That is based the semantic rule 2. So we're going to move to another important aspect, that is when compositional goes awry. So sometimes it's really difficult to understand words, some sentence, and we worry about it because oh my god, I don't know that word, and maybe my classmate know it, and I afraid of that. But we have to be careful with that, because we don't have to pay a lot of attention, because even for native speaker, they can have problems sometimes to understand some words, to understand some sentence. I remember that you were explaining us something about it, teacher. That was you said that if we look for vocabulary of medicine, we are going to find new vocabulary, and we are going to feel as we don't know anything about English, but we are going to learn all the time. So we have an anomaly. What is anomaly? Anomaly is when a word doesn't have a clear meaning. It contains semantic mistake and nonsense words. The words can be joined with syntactic structure and semantic rules. So anomalies, it's require imagination, it's require a previous knowledge to understand better the situation. And that is the same with the other subtopic that anomaly has, that is metaphors and idioms. So, but metaphors, we can have some examples. He has a black idea. As we know, we can't see the color of an idea. The idea doesn't have color. We can't see the idea. So, but it means that he has a bad idea, right? Another example of that is she took his angel face. We don't know the angels, right? But it means that she has a beautiful face. She is beautiful. So we are going to move to metaphor. What is a metaphor? A metaphor is a figure of speech that we use to describe an object or can be an action in a way that isn't literally true, but helps explain an idea or make comparison. So as we were discussing, that metaphor is something that when people use that kind of speech, it requires imagination. When we hear that, literally, we know that is false. It can't be possible. But if we pay attention to the context, we can determine what is the sentence, what the sentence means. For example, you are a brain. It means that the person is intelligent, you are intelligent. Or you are the air of my life. It means that that person is really special for me, that person is my girlfriend, my wife, etc. That is metaphor. It's easy to understand. The last one is idioms. An idiom is a multi-word construction that is semantic unit whose meaning can't be deduced from the meaning of its constituents and has a non-productive syntactic structure. What does it mean? That idioms is used in some regions, and maybe you can go to one region and you can find new words that just those people can understand between them. So we can have some example. Bite your tongue. It means that what you are saying is bad, no, it's good, no, it's correct. Another, give a piece of your mind. That is so, you are so intelligent, and I need your help. And I told you, give me a piece of your mind because you are so intelligent. I need a part of your knowledge in my mind. So that's all, teacher. Thank you for everything. Thank you for giving me time. Thank you for understanding me and give me the opportunity to send you this task later. Thank you for all. Thank you for everything.